Boogie, drop that beat.
Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Talking Out Loud with Miss Talkative. Everything I say is my own opinion, alleged, and strictly entertainment purposes. Remember, I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video, let me know what you think. Y'all remember when Kyle stated, when him and Stormi when they were going into business together, making their agreement, that Stormi stated to him in her message that she would rather have 70% of something versus 100% of nothing. And for a moment, it seems that Stormi must have forgot. She must have forgotten why she made that deal with Kyle, because she up and fired him, in my opinion, being greedy. But right about now, I bet you any kind of money, Stormi wishes she would have stuck to whatever agreement her and Kyle had entered, because it seems as though it seems like she's become a creature of habit. Hence the latest scandals of her and her company being behind and shipping orders, and customers blasting her and her products online. Seems like a whole deja vu with Stormi all over again. And Stormi, all she's doing is crying, making excuses instead of making it right with the people. All because, in my opinion, Stormi will always stay true to her nasty, money-hungry ways, which is the reason why she keep on getting herself in these doggone awful predicaments in the first place, because she's too doggone money hungry instead of being business savvy. Yes, she's creating ways and things to make money, but the thing is that her greediness steps to the forefront and takes over, and all hell breaks loose every single time, because it seems that Stormi has now returned to her old business practices that she had prior to Kyle, that she had prior to Kyle, because when Kyle was a part of Team Cavis, we didn't hear about all these complaints, and at least we didn't hear about them, or that they were known. But now we are continuously hearing about Canvas Beauty, aka NBA Stormi Steele, and her popcorn products, and it seems like the customers are getting all these side effects, whether it's their skin getting burned or the consistency of her products isn't there anymore, or is the fact that she's just not shipping out orders. Either way it go, it seems like Stormi is back to practicing her business in the same manner that she was doing prior to Kyle coming on board. Kyle hasn't been gone 6 months, and Stormi has popped out about 10 new items, but wasn't she the one crying online trying to explain that it takes time to develop new products? Remember when Melody had announced that she was coming out with her Sugar Mama line, even though we all know that Melody has had a black female chemist from the beginning, and we haven't so much as heard Stormi taking a science class, let alone having a chemist on board. But one would have thought that Stormi had learned her lesson of trying to deceive and get over on her customers, because it didn't work out for her too good the first time around. But it seems like Stormi is microwaving anything that comes to her mind, just like she did when she was when she had created that, what was that goat milk mess, because she stated Walmart and Target had allowed her to introduce new products once a year. And I'm like, okay, but that doesn't mean that you have to put out something new. I mean, she could, it, like she said, it takes time to develop, test the products, make sure it's working. But I guess Stormi don't care, because Stormi, she feels as though she has to be in competition with everybody else, and she wants to, only thing she wants to do is win. But is it ultimately winning when you have to wind up backtracking? Yes, she's, getting these TikTok records for selling, but is it actually winning when she have to go back and now refund all these people and the orders that she's collected funds on? They're turning on her now, because, but prior to Kyle joining her team, she wasn't sure where her next debt collection payment was going to come from. And it seemed like Stormi stayed in court being sued for non-payment of loan after loan after loan, begging for grace from the people, calling her situation growing pains, because at the time she was behind so many thousands of orders being sent out. And or if she did send the people their products, she has sent out partial orders to the point that the customers had started outing her to the Better Business Bureau. And Stormi, she had complaints going back, basically a few years, not just a couple of months, but she had complaints with the Better Business Bureau going up back a couple years. And even though Stormi was calling it the 1% of her revenue intake, to the point, to basically trying to tell people that the orders that was on the Better Business Bureau, all the complaints stuff, the mishandled orders, that she wasn't really concerned about it, because it was only 1% of her net intake. Even though every customer should matter, even though every order counts. But you knew what time Stormi was on when she made that live talking about the orders or the people complaining at the Better Business Bureau was only 1%, 1% of her business. So she really didn't think that she owed the people anything, or she didn't feel as though that she needed to make it right with the people, because Stormi, she kept reiterating that she don't give refunds. And people, even though she knew that her customer service wasn't it wasn't even, her customer service at the time wasn't even, basically it was non-existent, because Stormi didn't give refunds. She basically didn't feel as though she needed customer service, in my opinion, even though she kept telling the people to send out or send in their tracking information and they'll take care of it. She never did, because she had already got these people money, and who was going to make her refund these people money for their products, and or who was going to make her actually send out the people products. It wasn't until Kyle came on board and seeing how behind the company was in orders, and got to work either with sending out orders or sending out apologies, thank yous, whatever, things that came before him, he corrected. But all Stormi did was brag to the people when she was in a crisis about how she had made $20 million, as if that was supposed to make the people feel better about being duped out of their hard-earned money, which is why the people didn't feel no kind of way when it was rumored that Stormi was forced to stop selling her hair products. But it seems to me that Stormi, she is focused only on making money to the point that she has forgotten how she actually made the millions and who actually buys her product. But it seems like Stormi, she gets in too deep about focusing on trying to break the records, trying to just bring in the money instead of focusing on putting out quality products and making sure that she is actually able to get the products out in a timely manner. But Stormi, like I said, she has wind up, in my opinion, resorting to her old business practices, and I don't think she really cared. Because I was listening to, I forgot what content creator, when they were showing Stormi's live that she did, and Stormi, it's like she has the same MO, and given the chance of getting this hiccup that she has now corrected, Stormi's not going to learn. Stormi, she's only focused on the money. But one would have thought that Stormi would at least stay on the path that Kyle put her on. Even if she did prematurely fire him, you would have thought that she would have took the best part of what she learned from Kyle. But it seems like she didn't learn anything from Kyle. And the fact that she went running around after she fired him, talking about what she did, and it was her, and not giving him his credit, even though the people knew what time it was and who helped Stormi get on a good path with her business. But because Stormi has yet to humble herself, and she is running around here being too money hungry, being too greedy, and not giving a doggone about really her the people or the quality of her products. She's just worried about the quantity and trying to make a quick buck, to the point where it's backfiring on her. And until Stormi actually humbles herself, she's going to continue to have the same problems. She's going to continue to have deja vu with her business each and every time, because just like she keep on saying, she did it herself. It was all her. And even though the people know the truth, because if it was actually her that did it all on her own, she wouldn't have needed to borrow money from Kyle, and it wouldn't have gotten out of shape. Her business practice wouldn't be in disarray at the point it is now, or prior to Kyle, or post Kyle. Stormi needs to humble herself to make her business what she wants it to be. That's just my opinion. I'm just talking out loud. Please like, share, subscribe, comment on the video. Let me know what you think.